2 clearance one day special. A lot of letters there to get out.
Hi, I'm Jenny Mays from Hobby Art. Hobby Art's a family-run company and we've been designing and manufacturing stamps for over 28 years now. We have an extensive range of clear and rubber stamps and we're proud that they're all manufactured in Britain. Whatever your style, there's always something that will interest you with Hobby Art stamps. Crafting is my passion and I love teaching. I love sharing my ideas with other people. This is why I enjoy being part of the Hochanda family, because I have the time to share my ideas, maybe open a door for somebody and give them the confidence to start stamping. So make sure you join me, Jenny Mays, on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Well, hello, a very good evening to you. How are you? This is Hochanda. I am Rachel. You know this fella. It is the fabulous Mr. John Lockwood. I'm just going to give you a round of applause by myself.
No. No.
We were just talking about our paths. They have crossed.
They
in the
have,
past.
yes. We must have walked past each other in
Literally
corridors
in the corridor.
and things. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But nice to meet you and nice to work
And
with you
you.
finally. And you've been here from the very beginning.
I have, yes. I did the very first one-day special on the first day.
Yeah.
Yes, it was terrifying, and it was a bit like Crossroads with shaky sets and cameras going all over the place and lights and things, and drinking sparkling grape juice, pretending it was champagne. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It's been lovely to actually be here for what is now nearly 5 years.
Amazing.
And see it change and build, and new people come on board, and it's been fabulous.
Well, I've loved it. I've only been here a few shifts, but I can't explain the atmosphere. It's a lovely atmosphere here.
You can't, and this is probably the hardest thing.
Yeah.
People at home, I know when I watch things like this, you think, and everyone goes, oh, we all get on, it's like a great big family. You think, yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah, but it is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Everybody's
It's
happy.
literally, I've been sat outside for an hour chatting to one of the floor managers who should have gone home.
Yeah.
Updating me on what's happening with a boyfriend that I know and what he's doing for work. And you do, because you get involved with people. It is brilliant.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it is.
but we're here to do a show.
We are. Should we talk about this show?
Yeah.
Okay, so this basically is a one-day special, and we have got amazing prices on here, absolutely incredible prices across the show. Big savings, all sorts of things that you just want to put into your crafty stash because they are such fantastic prices, and then have them for the future to use whenever you're doing your projects. It's a really good variety. Do have a look at the website, because we won't be showing it on.
I mean, we called it warehouse clearance because we've just been, myself, Peter and Jane from Crafts 2, have just been to Frankfurt, which is a big show, bought loads of new stuff, loads of new products and ideas coming, and we need the space.
Yeah, so clearing the space now.
And literally, as we were over there, some of these bundles were added on while we were there going, we're going to need a bit more space to the warehouse manager. how many of these have we got? Can we put them on as an offer?
Yeah.
So that's why we've done it, is literally to clear the space. And it gives a thank you, I think, to people at home for sort of shopping with us and loving the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
And it's better to pass it on to them than anywhere else. so.
Exactly. Yeah, so you're getting the bargains tonight. Should we begin then? So
Yeah.
this is the one-day special. Now, when you saw these apparently at home, they were in options, weren't they? So did you have the top 3 and the bottom 3? Is that right? Or was I told that wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, I think originally we launched these as options of a set of 3 or a set of 3.
That's right, that's right.
And they were, I think it was about £75 or £80
Wow,
for the 2
okay.
combined.
Yeah. But now it's all of it together.
Yes.
A £39 saving,
Yeah.
and half the stock is
Wow,
gone.
I
So
see
it's not
that.
surprising,
No.
really, is it, when you look
Well,
at that massive saving?
I wouldn't be surprised. You've got 6 embossing folders here.
Yeah.
So 6 embossing folders, we start to add those up, we're getting near that price anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You've also got 19 dies. But what they've done, which I think is so clever, you've got here, so we start on this top one, you've got the flamingo.
Yes.
So you've got the flamingo die, you've got the flamingo's wing,
Yeah.
you've got the sort of cheese plant leaf, and you've got the pineapple.
Right.
Yeah. But then you have a tropical embossing folder
yeah,
that
to bring it
matches
together.
exactly with it, and is designed so that those die pieces will go just in the middle. But the same with the mermaid. We've got a sea theme embossing folder, a mermaid, a seahorse. I love the seahorse on
Yeah.
this, and the shell. Then you've got the unicorn. So you've got a unicorn, a rainbow, and the word is magic. And then you've got a unicorn themed embossing folder. You move down to the next one, you've then got the sort of honeycomb and the flowers with the bees, the beehive and the little fly. Then you've got the birds and cages embossing folder with the leaves and then the 3 birds. Then finally you've got the blossoms and sort of butterflies and the dies to match.
Yeah.
So it gives you an entire
Yeah.
collection.
Absolutely.
And the thing that I found was I wouldn't have at home anything to make a kid's card.
No. Well, when you looked at that one, because I've got a teenage daughter, I straight away went, kids, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's and teenagers.
Yeah, I couldn't make kids and teenage cards. You can make, that's just using the folder and the die.
Yes.
So's that.
Yeah.
And we've got the shaker element in
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the same to extend it, and you've got the unicorns racing across.
Yeah.
But
Fabulous.
these sort of cards,
Yeah.
you couldn't
I
make.
love that one.
I haven't got the stash to make these, and I'm not going to be funny. I won't spend a lot of money on it
No,
either.
because you're not going to make them all the time.
No, I don't. We've got babies either side of us now, and our neighbours where we've just moved to. So I'm going to need them in the future, but it's not something I would invest a lot of money in.
No.
But here I've got something for teenagers, for kids, for men, for women, for everything.
Or
It's
party
all in
invites
one.
with the flamingos. That's what I think. I think
Ooh.
party.
Yeah, I mean, this one
Yeah.
makes me think, every time I see this card, I think of Miami Vice.
Yes.
That just makes me think
It
sort of
does.
80s and 90s,
Don
the
Johnson
flamingos
with the
flying.
suits.
Yeah, exactly. I want to roll my sleeves up. And,
I do, and get the sunglasses.
Yeah, but then things that you can get really classy or mix them in. So here we've got sort of using the shells and cutting them out and doing the background
Yeah.
as a sort of shaker card with some mica flakes in it.
Yeah.
But then mixing it in with your stamps
Yeah. Fabulous.
to actually give you something larger. But I just think the rear view of the mermaid's beautiful
Yeah.
because faces are so hard to colour and draw and things. But
Yeah.
there's so much you can do with this. I just adore it.
And it's a great price. It's terrific pricing, actually. So 398,429 is your item number. Should be nearly £78. But today, going way down than that. And actually, if you're in the Freedom Club as well, even more of a saving. You save £43 nearly if you're in the Freedom Members Club. But today, look, £38.94 if not. So that is on the website, hochanda.com. But what did we say was gone of that? Was that half gone? It was half gone, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. Was that launched today at 6?
That was launched at 6.
Yeah, wow, OK. Ooh, that's going to go
And
on
I think
tomorrow.
one of the things to mention on the show as well is everything we've got is what we've got.
Yes, so there's no adding
so
on.
when that's gone, when this is gone, when the next one's gone,
we're clearing the
they won't
warehouse.
come back. This is just literally
This is
clearing
it.
the warehouse.
Yeah.
Poor Mark has been going round there manically going, how many of those have we got? I've got a
Yeah.
manual list in there. Oh my goodness. This is literally what I came back to.
Right. That looks very
It's
complicated.
so professional, isn't it? But this is what we've been doing, making sure we get every ounce of it for
Yeah.
people.
Lovely. OK, now this one is single figures. Now, I'm not surprised. It's nearly single figures in pricing, because when I walked in today and my lovely producer was talking to me and going through everything, and she said it's £9.99. I went, OK, so it's like a pick and mix that we do here? Yeah, pick 3. She went, no, it's £9.99 for the lot. And I went, you mean per die? She said, no, Rachel. £9.99. We were there a while.
Yeah.
She said, the whole lot. And then I went, no, that can't be right. She was like, it's the whole lot. But it is. It's everything you see. Now, there is a variation that you might get here, isn't there?
There is, yes. We've got about 20 different options in this design.
Yeah.
And you're going to get 15 of them, but they're all this size.
Yes.
So they're all this size, so we're not going to show you this and then send you 15 tiny little dies.
No, they are.
But people know
like
Crafts too. You know, it's a company that's been going for 22 years. They don't do tricks like that.
No.
I don't think anyone does, but you're going to get this sort of thing. You'll probably get a full selection of all of this.
Yeah.
So you will probably get a selection extremely similar, but we can't guarantee that because we wanted to make sure when we've done bundles like this in the past, they've sold out and we're left with 50 of this and 30 of that and 300, you know, and it's not fair, so we've bunged everything together so we can get as much out as possible to people.
Well, actually, the only people who are going to get this ones are the people within the baskets, that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Because we've now got a technical sellout, which means that every single set of these dies, £4.99, instead of that usual price of nearly £100, that's what they should have been, is actually all gone. It's all in baskets now, ready to be checked out.
Right. Won't be demoing those then.
No. Let's move on. I don't think you'll be demonstrating these either, because these have actually gone. So once again, technical sellout. Every single bundle is now allocated, and once again for £9.99 for the lot. Incredible value. So anything you are, looking at on this show, please do get in there, get checked out, because my goodness me, everything is disappearing. Perfect. Okay, let's move on to some more lovely things on the show. Once again, I think this is a really great pick and mix show, this one, John, because we've got, like I say, the dies, the embossing folders, then we've got embellishments and things like that and tapes. So it's great, isn't it, to be able to get all these bargain bits?
It is. You can get all the bits that you want and you can add them into your stash.
Yeah, without spending a fortune.
Without splashing out a fortune. And, we know crafting is expensive. It's not. I mean, I know hobbies that cost a lot more, but it's not the cheapest. So when you can, it's worth getting it. But I think as well, what we've tried to do is to do a show, if you've just got into it, if you've got a die machine for Christmas, if you're thinking about getting into it, this is a really great way to get yourself a whole thing, because we've got the dies, then we've got the sentiments and the embellishments and everything, embossing folders, the lot, so you can actually get yourself a real big stash to start you off.
Exactly. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Shall we start here? Shall we? Middle one. Right, so the sentiments then, yes. If you would like to get hold of these, once again, look at that price. £9.99 for some lovely sentiments, which, as you say, John, very useful to start your crafty stash.
Extremely, and a lot of these are things that you wouldn't actually... Oh, well done. Here's me thinking I can hold them up, and I've not. I've knocked half of them off. But then they're things like the keep calm, dad, mom, wife, it's a baby... Things like that you wouldn't normally have, and they're basics, they're stalwarts that you need in your system. You need to sort of have in your stash.
Yes.
So you will get 12 because I just knocked them all off this magnetic sheet, so you don't get this pretty pattern. Let's be honest here. Let's be fair. No. Ooh. This is quite clever. It shows how good the magnets are.
I love your little oohs. It's very interesting getting to know all of our guests, and you've done that twice in this show. And you're going ooh. I like your little oohs.
Cute.
Saucy. Ooh. Well, it's that time of night, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh. Lovely. OK, if you want to get those, that is 591847 for some very useful sentiments for under a tenner, £9.99. This one? Yes. Right, let's have a look at this then. Wow, we've got laces here. We've got little tapes here. What are those as well? Just
these
more
are
tapes?
actually fabric tapes.
Oh.
So I was going to I did mean to show for the last hour.
Yeah.
What you're getting in here is... You're getting, these are fabric tape, so rather than just being a piece of fabric, what you've actually got is these are self-adhesive.
Oh, I'm doing it now, it's catching.
It is, see, that's it. Ooh, it does make you go like that. So they're actually self-adhesive on the back.
Right.
So it is fabric, it's not a paper. So you're getting 2 sort of packs of that with a mix, all with this vintage theme. So everything is on the same collection.
Yeah.
It was all bought at the same time. So it allows you to sort of have that really nice ribbony look on your cards without having to work out how to tie it on and glue it on, which can be a bit of a nightmare.
And cutting all the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got those
there we are,
self-adhesive.
Yeah, that's great.
They will vary.
Yeah.
So you've got a mix, but what we've got is all from our vintage range. So every single item in there was designed to coordinate. So you're not going to suddenly find, they showed lovely lots of browns and creams, and I've got a bright red and a pink. That's not in the collection. These are all the colours that are in there. So everything will tie together.
Yeah.
But you're getting I mean, I'm not a washi tape person, but I really like that.
I do.
I don't know what it is about it, but that little butterfly washi tape.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it's actually almost clear.
Yeah.
But you're getting 8 rolls, I think it is, of washi tape as well. Again, checks and things, but all in that vintage style.
Yeah.
So I was thinking for journaling and memory books and things like that.
That's great,
absolutely
isn't it?
Perfect.
Yeah. Once again, you're getting a lovely variety, and then you've got some lace down
So
here.
you'll get some ribbons or some lace or something again from that vintage collection.
Yeah.
So a pack of that, and you'll also get embellishments. I think these are actually crocheted flowers.
Wow. Now, you see, they can be very expensive, those crochet flowers. Well, I've seen sort of fabric flowers and crochet flowers in bags in craft shops for like £4, £5, £6. I've seen a big flower for £10.
Yes.
So £9.99 for all that is good.
Yeah. We need the space.
Yeah, need the space. It's got to go. It's got to go to your house, and then you won't have any space. But that's not John's problem. Right, 447216 is your item number if you'd like to get hold of that collection. Are we going over to the end? Perfect.
I'll try not to touch this one. Okay, so here we've got a mix of Prescott and Marianne. Now, Marianne dyes have been known for years. She's one of the first people who brought them in from Europe and came up with the idea of dyes. So she worked very closely with some of those companies. And she makes really beautiful, pretty, intricate dies. So here, everyone will get the same. So there isn't a contents vary in this. So you've got the 2 Mariannes either side. So you've got the little basket of almost violets. And you've got the heart sort of tag above it. Then you've got the other side, which actually gives you, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives you 5 individual different flowers with one cut and 4 different parts of leaves. You've got the corner in the middle, but I'm going to use this in the demo. But then up the top, you've actually got a swirl, which is a press cut die, which I just love. It's actually the wrong way around. It's got the heart on it.
Yeah.
So you've got the heart with the swirl.
Oh, that's lovely in the middle there.
In the centre. And then you've got this one, which is a little flower, which gives you sort of a 2-layer flower, but 2 of them. And the same with the butterfly. These little strip dies are great. I mean, that's a card I made before with it.
Yeah.
But that's using the waste pieces cut out as the butterflies and then just as a background. So you can do a lot with it and mix it together. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. And once again, under a tenner, £9.99.
Yeah, we've not really priced much above that,
I was going to say, everything seems to be under a tenner, which is nice. 805 060 is your item number if you'd like to grab hold of that. Right, we're going to take stock because already things are just disappearing on this show. So if you want anything, go to the website, hochanda.com. I would suggest you go right now. Or you could have a look at this. Well, we have now had 2 sellouts, not just technical sellouts. I've had another one as well.
Oh, right.
Right, so basically the 2 big bundles that we're talking about, they've gone. And then also the nested dies, they have now gone as well. And we'll give you the picture so you can see what has gone. There you go. Yep. They have sold out, I'm afraid. So things literally disappearing, as will John and I in 45 minutes. But before we disappear, we've got some lovely demonstrations.
We have. We're going to try anyway. See what we can do with what we've got.
See what we get
left.
through before it all disappears.
Well, I thought I'm going to actually use the Marianne, and something I do very rarely is actually using a card blank. So I'm just going to give that a fold and get my thing out.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
And also as well, just to bring your attention to something else, the peel-offs, just while you're just folding that down, John, these are also very busy. These might disappear as well. You get 100 sheets of these. They're very useful peel-offs, aren't they?
They are. It's always something that I used to consider in the craft world, to be honest, a little bit of a swear word. Peel-offs.
Yeah,
they got such an old-fashioned...
And sort of childish connotation.
Childish look to them. I mean, I actually got sent this one set myself. I picked these up when I got here, and I just thought these are absolutely beautiful. I pulled one out at the end, or was it on yours? Oh, there we go. But I just thought, even for something really, really simple, they've got so much design that we miss, that we don't actually see.
Yeah.
So I always used to think of, because my nan every year would buy me a card. And every year she would buy grandson in a gold peel-off and stick it at a wonky angle in the top right. Because she bought one with really nice words. And it had to have really nice words and a nice picture on it. And every year I got a collection at home of grandson stuck on in a wonky angle, or, you know, creased in the middle.
A jaunty angle.
Yeah, always, basically.
I love her.
She tried her hardest. It was so sweet. So it kind of did, but I think now you actually look at some of these, and they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, we were looking at some of the new products we've got coming in, and some of them would work so well on colouring back on these. I'm not the best at doing that, but I will. But even something as simple as that.
That's beautiful. You see, all you need now is a little sentiment.
Yeah.
Even on a jaunty angle.
Even on a jaunty angle,
or a bit of vellum or something.
Yeah, you can
and
really.
that would look
it would be.
lovely.
It's beautiful. You can colour in between and all sorts of things.
So don't ignore these. Ignore them at your peril.
No. Well, we were
they're
actually
good.
working out earlier because I was flicking through it, and Paola said, "I've got that one. I've got that one. I've got that one." So, but we actually worked out these are actually going out for less than they cost to be made.
That really is clear in the warehouse.
Yeah.
They should be nearly £80 for the lot, and they are now £9.99. So that's great. I mean, as I say, for under a tenner, why not just grab them? Because when you need that little embellishment to put on, or make a statement piece like that, you've got an instant card, haven't you?
You really have. And I think the thing is as well, there are borders and strips and things like that in as well. So I'll use a few of those in this one probably as well. So I'm going to do a card blank, so I've just folded it over and clipped it down. I'm going to use the Marianne corner.
Yes.
And I think it's one of those dies that looks as if it does and achieves nothing, which I love dies that you can't work out sometimes. So all I'm going to do is pop that down, and I'm just butting the edge of the die there and there against the edge of the card. Yeah. Just going to take a little bit of tape, and I'm just going to tape it there. There we go. Because I want to take a finger dauber, and on this I've just got a little bit of ink that was already on. And I'm just going to lightly go through a little bit. There we go. And I'm simply going to run that through. So this is just going through my die cutting machine as normal. Turn it on and we'll run that one through. And while that's going through, I'm going to grab a spare piece of card.
Guess what's happening now with these peel-offs? The phone lines are going a bit bonkers. You would though, wouldn't you? Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, so I normally do this while I'm setting off, while I'm setting it up, but I'm just going to do the little basket of sort of like violets.
Yeah.
And this is one of the sentiments. This one is mum. So this was in my set.
Is that mum or mom? M-U-M?
It's mum. M-U-M. I've never got mum. I always think it's very American.
It is, but it's Birmingham, isn't it?
Ah.
Yeah, because I was working with someone from Birmingham once, and she used to say mom. And I said, how would you spell it? She said M-O-M. And I was like, I thought it was just American, Mom, but I think it is...
Actually, to be fair, I use it quite a bit, and I mean, I'm from not far away from you, because I'm from Sheffield. So I was watching with interest your show earlier about people saying that, you know, that's, you know, anything that's not North Yorkshire is the Midlands, which is what I got a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well done. So, I didn't emboss that first, but just going to pop the bits out of here. And then we've got the corner.
Oh, that does become something,
so
doesn't it?
So I can just fold that back, or because I put it so close to the edge, I can just clip that little bit out, which just gives me a really beautiful little edge. Now there's a rose through it, but it's not come out very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour over the top. So I'm just going to colour over the top with a little bit of pink. I'm just going to go over with a little bit of green, just to suggest the leaves. And I'm going to use a little bit of a beigey brown. And I'm terrible for this, of using what I've got left on my daubers than actually getting fresh ink out. But just to lightly
nice, so it's like a
it
dusky
a little
pink.
bit. You see there, I can get that in the right place. There we go. Got that little corner.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do then is take this one out. So we've got our little basket, we've got our little mum. So yeah, what would you would say mum?
Yeah, I'd definitely say Mum. Yeah.
So we'll just peel.
I've just been talking to my daughter actually, because she's always called me Mummy. Now she's 14 now.
Oh,
And she's
that's
just
the time it
started-
changes, isn't
Mum.
it?
I don't like it.
No.
And I said to her, I want to always be Mummy. And then
think-
she said, no, that's just for really posh people. And then now she'll just go, Mom. I'm like, yeah, I'm me Mum.
I'm not a mummy anymore.
I'm a mummy.
That's the time to start thinking of another one.
No, I don't think so at my age, though. I'm way past that.
Give it a go. Never be too old. So I'm just going to cut it out, and it's really pretty.
Yes,
and I
it
think
is.
this is what Marianne specialises in, is this delicacy and this prettiness that you don't see. It's not got that blockiness of something quite so
No,
small.
that is quite delicate, isn't it?
So I'm just going to take the same sort of dusky rose and just colour over the top of that. Take the green and just tip the edges where the leaves are. Take the brown and do the basket. So, and then we're going to glue that one on. Just use my glue glaze, which I think is on the... These are available on the Why Not at the end of the call.
Yes.
Because every time I use one, everyone says, "Where do you get those from? That's brilliant." I can't stand all that glue on your hand, and it just pulls my hair.
No.
I know people
messy.
love that, but it's messy, and that's so much easier.
Yeah, that is easier.
So I'm just going to go very, very simply onto the white card blank.
That's very pretty.
Straight down. With the mom, I want to keep that colour going. So I'm just going to take... This is what I like about these sentiments. They're very fine, if you can see.
Yeah.
Very delicate, but they're linked very well, if that makes sense, so that I'm not worrying about colouring it. I'm not going to tear it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going over with a little bit of the pink and a little bit of the green at the bottom, a little bit of the beige. And the trick to get these on straight, because I'm terrible at that, I get nothing straight.
Really?
You can tell which samples are mine because you'll notice everything's wonky.
But you've learned that from your gran, you see, haven't you?
Yes, actually I did. I got that from our Jessie. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this straight on one of the lines on my cutting mat.
Right.
Yeah. So get it completely straight on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a piece of low-tack tape, and I'm going to pick it up straight against that line. Turn it over. And you wouldn't use a piece as large, but it just makes it easier. And I'm just going to use my glue glaze, touch that on. Then, if I put my card straight on a line...
Oh, this is such a good tip.
So we'll go, let's go come a little bit over. So put my card straight on one of the lines. I can take my tape straight on one of those lines. put it down, press, remove my tape,
That's such a good idea.
and there we go. And we've got one.
Yeah.
But it's delicate and
It's
simple.
but it's effective.
But I think that can be really, really effective.
Yeah, it can.
But it's a way to use just the, things that we wouldn't normally think about. But I think, that on every corner, on two corners, would look beautiful.
Yeah, it
different
would.
colour inside. But just so much you can do with them.
Yeah, very pretty. Well, if you'd like to get hold of that collection, details are on your screen, 805060, and that is only £9.99. Just a reminder as well of the peel-offs, yes, which are in my hands. These are busy, yeah, these have been popular tonight since we've been talking about them, so people are certainly interested in those. I'm not surprised. Under £10, 519430 is your item number. Should be nearly £80 for those, but only £9.99. The punches as well. Now, I love a punch, but they're usually very expensive. That's the problem. And then you
Yes.
go, oh, which one do I buy? And then you've only got one for a lot of money. But actually, these are usually $39.99. Now, one thing I haven't checked is that each? So they're $9.99 each, aren't they?
No, that's £9.99 for the
You
three.
are kidding me! No, that's why I checked it,
Yeah.
because I thought that... These are heavy.
They are, and they're actually always they're all cast in machines and
That's what I'm
transported
saying.
over. Again, they're probably going out for less than they cost to be
They've got
made.
to be $9.99 for all three of those. That's amazing. Do you want to just show quickly how one works?
So what we've got is
Half
this
the
is
stock's gone.
these Giga punches. I think we forget about punches because we've got these now.
Yeah.
And we forget. Sometimes it's a lot easier, and a die to do this would be very, very difficult. So just paper in, press down.
Yep.
Gives me, if you want, a little T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be, but that would actually
That
make a
would make
really
a good
nice
t-shirt.
T-shirt.
That's what I thought
3
it
or 4
was.
going along.
Yeah.
But it's designed so that what you can do is you fold it in half there. I'm just going to... And then you fold these 2 tabs in. And you've got, for sort of your memory books, your journals, your cards, you've got a little mini envelope that you can slide something into.
Oh,
so if
that's
you see,
so sweet.
it's like a mini version of one of those
Yes.
after dinner mint packets.
Yes.
Because I made the mistake of saying after 8 earlier, so I don't want to say it again. So
No, don't say it again.
no, I wouldn't. So it's like one of those little mini, but it would be beautiful on a memory book, or beautiful in a journal, or even on a card.
That's
You know,
great.
you could put a little sweet in that.
Yeah.
Little envelopes, little baby's first tooth, lock
Yeah.
of hair.
Yeah, lock of hair.
Yeah, so when you have your next one, you can.
There will not
I'm
be
going to keep on at that one.
another one.
And this is almost a. I can't even think it. It's almost like a sort of a complete. They're all envelope style.
Yes.
So they're all designed for
It's like a
journaling.
four-leaf clover.
So it looks like 4-leaf clover, and again you could use it that way. I mean, again, that would be nice. Just a few of them put on as a background. But
Yeah.
the idea is, again, you fold it up to make a mini envelope.
Oh, these are brilliant.
So it folds. And it's actually really hard to fold it wrong. Because if it was easy to get it wrong, I would get it wrong.
Yeah.
It has to be easy to get, easy to do. But you get that little twist envelope.
Perfect.
So again,
I
you
love
can-
these.
They're just so,
I can't
so
believe
sweet.
for a tenner. I mean, you just would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't
And the
you buy
final
these?
one.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Why wouldn't you buy these for a tenner?
This is a little. Let's grab another piece. Oh no, we'll try this one. What's quite good about punches is you can turn them the other way, just to see,
Oh, so when you've got a little scrap of paper.
so to make sure. Press down. It's actually a little file folder, but I don't know if you can see. It's got a little notch where you fold. There we go. Perfect. So 2 little notches. You've even got the little tab.
Oh, look!
Or fold it the other way to get show white. But again, you would put a little file, you put a little name on that, it would go on your memory books, it would go in things like
Yes.
that. Just so cute Just little, you know, little cute things. Fun to do, fun for kids to do.
Yeah. I love those.
Yeah.
That's my pick of the show. It's not official. I've just made it up, but that's my pick of the show. $9.99 for all three. I cannot believe it. I genuinely thought they were $9.99 each, because I thought they were like £40 and then down to $9.99. But for three, that's incredible. 201733 is your item number, and also as well, this is very handy. The kind of thing you need to help you keep nice and tidy, so that when you want to do your crafting, you can then pick up everything that you need. So this is your Crafts tool holder bag with your free mini dustpan and brush, and that is $9.99 if you'd like to get hold of that today as well. 606162. Let's just come back with our one-day special though. Launch today, of course, at 6 o'clock, as all of our one-day specials are, and you can see now. You would have seen these before, but the way they came before us, it was one option or the other option, and I think that John, you were saying how much were they? About £100 or something?
I
don't know.
I can't remember. They weren't far off.
It's saying usual price is $77.94, but look, today $35.05 if you're in the Freedom Club, and just a little bit more if you're not in the Freedom Club, but still a brilliant price. £38.94 there for the lot, because you get them all this time. Now, as John was explaining, not only are you getting the dies, but the embossing folders to go with, which means that you can then make something like that. So you can do the whole creation. 398429 is your item number, $38.94. Now, we've got a new item because, of course, the other one sold out, and it's here, and this is a lot. Our lovely floor manager, if you've heard lots of rustling, it wasn't somebody eating sweets with sweet wrappers in the background, because this has been a lot to put out. Look at this! Oh my goodness me! You are kidding me again. There's a theme here, isn't there? $9.99. You're saving yourself £60. Oh, John. I mean, I know there's clearing out a warehouse.
Yeah.
But then there's losing money, and I've got my own company, and I don't like losing money. So I mean, this is extraordinary.
It is, yeah, it is crazy. Sam and I were counting this the other night, because I picked it up on Monday. This is one of the ones we added on when we thought, well, we need even more space.
Yeah. 24
So,
packs.
and thankfully the MD and I were actually sat in the bar after dinner, so he was probably mellowed. So we got away with this one. We stopped at 1,000 pieces when we counted 1,000 pieces. They were just absolutely. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, along the bottom, you can't see all of the extra little bags that you're getting.
Yeah.
So you've got stamens that are pre-cut and the little flowers.
Yes.
You've got all the different sizes of flowers in different colours. You've got the glitter flowers in different colours, all with solid gems in the middle.
Yeah.
The miniature bows in pinks, in black and white, in the same blues. Everything in a colour theme as with the vintage. Oh, the flowers with gems. Oh, you've got those, the really beautiful. I mean, the size of those.
The size of those.
But you've got that set. Oh, and that set.
Oh my goodness
and
me.
you're getting that set.
Oh my goodness me.
And then you've got the butterflies. Oh, and you've got the butterflies in white, and we might as well give you the butterflies in pastel. And then you can have the leaves in bright, and the leaves in pastel. Oh, and the leaves in white. And then you can have all the colouring bits. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, if you said to me, John, OK, we're going to do a pick and mix, right? So you could have, say, 3 sets of bows, and you could have some flowers, and we'll give you that set for $9.99. I'd be going, all right, that's... Yeah, that's good, because that's big. But all of that...
Yeah, and it's the fact is you're not choosing a colourway.
No.
So you're not choosing whether you want...
those... Well, just the middle of the flowers there.
So you're not choosing brights, pastels, or the sort of monochrome.
Yeah.
You're getting
all
the colours in it.
Fantastic. 400,076. Can we have a look at the colourings as well in a bit more detail, please?
So these are actually really, really fab, and I'm really annoyed with myself because I couldn't find the samples I did with these quite a long time ago. But they're not just sheets of paper. If you actually, so they're fully self-adhesive, so they're not on foam pads. but they're raised and they feel a little bit like, do you remember the old car air fresheners?
Yes, they do feel like
They
those.
feel like those,
Yeah.
because it's actually made of like a watercolour material, so that if you colour it, you can spritz it and the colours will spread.
Oh, okay.
So I will colour one.
Yeah.
But you can just ink over them or anything. I mean, what they've actually done as well on the back, there's actually coloured. They've actually shown you them coloured, so you can sort of see some of the images as they've been coloured. But these are really nice, and what you can do with these, because of the way that they're made, you can actually add a little bit of essential oils on, so that they can smell as well.
Oh, nice idea.
Because like that air freshener,
Yes,
they've got that
I can imagine they
fibrous,
would, yeah.
like a recycled paper thing.
Yeah.
So you can actually spritz them with perfume or something as well to actually make your cards smell as well as look nice.
Well, we've been talking about that for precisely 2 minutes and over 10% has gone already now. Over 10%, so it's just literally flying out of the door, isn't it? 400 076 is your item number. People love that. £9.99. You want to put that one back on? Lovely. Okay, let's have a look at the nested die set, because this is something else that is busy tonight as well. Again, £12.99 for the lot, and you're getting your lovely little tool as well. I do like it when you get something that you're going to keep forever.
Yes.
For these prices.
This is actually mine.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't a sample we've sent through.
Yeah.
This was added on solo. This is actually mine from home.
This is yours.
This is physically mine. If you look closely enough, you could see it's not even clean.
Okay.
You can see that's mine. But the Groovy Duo, this is made by Woodware, so it's Woodware are a really well-known brand. You get it, yours will come packaged, yours will come with the tool on it, and what they've done, which I thought was really clever, most scoreboards, the tool on them is made in the same plastic as the scoreboard. And what happens when you score with it, it starts to shred down.
Right.
Because if you're putting the same plastic against the same plastic,
Then it's rubbing against each other.
It rubs against each other and it wears it down. This is a different toughened high gloss plastic as opposed to the board.
Ah.
So I've had that now
There's
for
a
over
slide.
2 years.
Yeah.
So it slides really well, but it doesn't score on the bottom and
Yeah.
start to mark your card,
Yeah.
which I thought was really clever. You
is
do
clever.
get an in full colour instruction leaflet with it, because it's called the Duo, because one side makes the box base, one side makes the lid, but also marked on here you've got the measurements for A5 gate fold, A4 trifold, A6 standard, gives you measurements for the different types of card that you can make, and there's instructions in the booklet on how to do them.
Yeah. Fabulous.
But you're getting also
The nesting dies. Yeah, these are very useful, aren't they, to have? Now, if you missed out on these before, you can get them right now, but over 60% of the stock has gone. Once again, if you are new to crafting, if you're building up your die collection, these are... Oh, is it approaching 60? I apologise, I said over 60, it's approaching. These are very useful to have, aren't they? Because, obviously, essential shapes.
Yes, these are basics that you need. You can't go wrong with the oval, you can't the square. We use constantly, you know, we use it in everything. But the great thing about these is they've been designed very thin. A lot of nesting dies have this metal here at the back is very thick. And what that means is you don't get you get too much distance between them, so it's very hard to mat and layer. Whereas with these, because it's very fine, it means that you get a lot more layers in. You get a lot more bang for your buck, to be honest. But yeah, some of my favourites, to be honest. Some of my first dies I ever bought.
Yeah, with these.
Yeah.
Well, you get a lot more bang for your buck tonight, because they're £12.99 for the lot, with the tool included. You want to put that
Thank
back
you.
in as soon as that's yours.
I'm really shocked,
'Cause
actually, when I went to get this out, that the tool was clicked back in at home. That's very unusual.
It's very unusual. I nearly walked away with it. Right, so that's that. That's 800 284 as an item number. Let's move on now to these. And these are very interesting little pads. You get 2 large and 3 small.
Yep.
And so what are we doing with these then?
So what you've got, you get 2 of the paper pads, which have got all the papers, so they're single-sided.
Yep.
I'm not a massive fan of double-sided because I always feel like I'm ruining the back.
Yes.
You know, I love the graphic 45 and the mix, but I always get, so which one am I going to use?
Because they're all so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah. So you get those, but you then get 3 of what we call, these are Dixie Crafts toppers. So each one is actually a different style. So 3 of each toppers to go straight onto your cards. So each one has a different theme, and it's a mix and match. But they're all sort of pre-cut, colour them, ink them.
Yeah.
And the front shows you. But you could even sort of collage them together. But again, great for just making cards really quickly, or craft groups and girl guides and scouts and things like that who need to bang something together very quick.
Yeah, once again, just useful to have, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, just very useful. Well, again, and under a tenner. So why not? 103740 is your item number if you would like to get hold of that collection. Fabulous. Well, there is still more time of the show, about 19 minutes or so left. We've got some more demos to do, some more things to show you. But first of all, have a look at this. Lovely. Busy, busy, busy across the show, which is fantastic because it means that you're getting lots of bargains, which is good.
It is, and it's quite, well, that keeps making me think, right, what am I going to demo then? Because I've prepped that, no, we can't use that.
Yeah.
What should we do next?
Yeah.
So, I was talking about the nesting dies and about how close they actually are. And in that actual space, in the squares, you've got 18 dies. Normally, I would expect to have 6.
Right, yeah.
In that space, 6 or 8 at maximum. But it does mean, as I said, you can mat and layer really well. So I'm just going to take a little bit of... I've got a little bit of craft card here. So I'm going to cut one square out of the craft card. I've got a little bit of black here. So I'm going to cut the next layer out of black. So I'm just taking the next die off. And again, I'm just going to tape that down. So I'll run those through, because I won't get a third one on. I probably could if I messed about and moved things, but I don't like wasting card and cutting. There's no point in cutting it if you're going to die cut it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take a piece of the pattern paper from the Dixie craft that we were looking at.
So I have a question for you, John.
Yes.
Did, just on you on the crafting level, did Grandma teach you to craft then? Did you used to craft with her?
No, but what used to happen was, my mum always kills me when I say anything like this. My mum's always been, you can walk into her house and if that's an ornament, if you move it like that...
She moves it back?
She'll walk in, not even in the room, and she'll move it back and she'll know. So my nan always used to let me, I used to go there for sort of at night sometime and then at weekends. She would always let me make a mess and play and craft and things. And I had an old telephone, sounds like the 50s, doesn't it? I had a whole old yellow telephone directory and I used to cut all the pages out of that and fold them and count them up.
Brilliant.
And mess about and old toilet roll tubes and get tissues and make them into things, but always at my nan's. So yeah, when I think of crafting, I do always think about sat in my nan's house playing with my sheets out of the yellow pages and that sort of thing.
Yeah, my nan taught me to bake. That was her thing. She taught me to bake. Yeah, so we used to do a lot of baking together because I used to go there a lot in the week because Mum was a single parent, so she used to work and Nan would look after me, so she was a baker. But my dad was crafty. We used to craft every weekend together. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah. Because he makes model aeroplanes and things. And he used to work for Securicor, so he made their plane to scale. So he had to do all the drawings and their big proper plane to scale to a little model. Oh, wow. And then he won a competition, and then the first time he took it out to fly it, it went over a hill and then his remote got jammed. Oh, bless. And he just saw it going and he knew. And it just literally crashed. Took him 2 years to make it, all built to scale. I know. But then
we did, I mean, the thing is, in the craft world, we will spend 2 or 3 hours to make a card and we'll send it to somebody and they'll go, oh, that's beautiful. They'll put it on, they'll put it up for 1 or 2 days and then they'll bin it.
I know.
And it's heartbreaking, it really is. But it is, we get the joy out of doing it.
Out of doing it, exactly. Yeah. By the way, the nested dies that we're working with at the moment, 80% has gone now on these dies, so these are also very busy indeed. Don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, John. What time are you here tomorrow?
at 9, 1 and 5.
Oh, okay.
So, but this is what I mean about the nesting of these.
And they're perfect, aren't they?
That's giving me not short. I tend to do all my mats and layers as 1/8 of an inch, but that's not giving me far off. Now, normally, to get this sort of intricacy or distance between them, I'd have to have 2 sets.
Yes.
Where they do an A and a B.
Yeah.
What we do is we just put them all together in one set and make them that little bit thinner. And what you sometimes find, and I'd be honest on this, sometimes they will start to warp a little bit. They won't ever lose their shape, but they might bend a little bit in your machine. But you're getting a lot better value out of that than anything else. So that way, I've been able to mat and layer a piece straight onto an A4 card blank really quickly and easily. So
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
good.
like I've really sort of cut into it.
Yeah.
And what was I going to use? Oh, that was it. I was going to use some of the vintage pieces, wasn't I? So,
Yeah, they're doing very well since we launched those at 25 to.
so
yeah.
I'm going to do, actually, I think the vintage would probably match that better, but let's go on with the springtime, shall we?
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
I've got that one out now.
There are the details. 400,076. That's been popular so far because all of that, yes, all that you see on your screen is $9.99 plus your postage, of course. You can shop right now on the phones or on the website hochanda.com.
So what I'm going to do is, and this is one of the benefits of the way that they've actually been made. So all I'm doing is putting colour, because we've kept everything quite brown, I'm going to go quite sepia. So I'm just putting a little bit of colour. These are the Eyes Ink dye pens. So this is a dye ink that I'm using. So this isn't an alcohol, this is a water base.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put, there we go, a little bit of the brown into this there. I'm going to take this orangey colour. But you don't have to be, although these look really intricate, as if you've really got to know what you're doing with, you've got to be careful with your colouring. It's not, it's the way they've been done. So let's find, happens every time. Oh. So we'll use it, if not, we'll use a large one.
Okay.
But I can just drop water into the middle. Can you see it starting
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
fade them out? So I'm not trying to be precise. And as it gets wet, then I've got that shading and that colouring. And anywhere I touch with it just soaks in and gives me that real sort of vintage look. I'm going to go in with a green. I'm not even going to try and stick in the lines. Well, it's not easy. If something's not easy, don't do it.
No?
And again, go over with my water brush.
Should we stay in the lines anyway? I think that's that stifles creativity. You know, I think at schools they're very much about stay in the lines, stay in the lines. There's probably a reason for it, but I don't know. I think it kind of then stops your creativity somehow as you get older.
So by just going over with the water, I get a real sort of watercolour look to it.
Nice.
So just to make it dry a little bit more, I'm just going to put a little bit more colour.
Do you know, I read something really interesting the other day in the newspaper, and it said that it was a study that was done, and it's very true if you sort of think about it. And it said if you asked a group of primary school children to put their hands up if they thought they were creative, every child just about would put their hands up. You might get the odd one who's just into maths, but most of them would put their hands up and go, yeah, I'm creative. Do it the same with adults. You might get one person who puts their hand up. What happens to us? How do we lose our creativity that we're kind of born with?
I find that absolutely fascinating.
But we do.
Because we do, and what happens is, this is why I love crafting, because something happens to us when we reach our teenage and we lose our ability to have fun.
Yes.
And we completely lose it and we think everything has to be serious.
Yeah.
And when I discovered sort of crafting as a hobby, through watching Home Shopping TV, that's how I got into it. It was almost felt like coming home, and I had a very stressful job. I would come home and I would sit and craft for a couple of hours, and I learned to have fun again and play like a child.
Yes.
And be creative, because everybody can do it.
Yeah, and I think as
But
an
we
adult,
miss
we
out.
worry what people think as well, don't we? As a child, we
Oh,
don't.
no.
So that stops us doing our things as well.
Yeah, it's the number of people who say, "What do you do?" "Oh, I'm a crafter."
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, weird. Yeah.
What's the what?
What's that?"
And
"Oh,
actually, it's just a
well,
lovely thing
what
to
do you
do.
do in your free time?" "I craft. I make
Yeah.
cards." But they don't get it.
No.
I'm not making cards.
Yeah, you are
I'm
crafting. It's a
crafting and
mindful
creating
thing,
and
isn't
enjoying
it?
it.
Yeah. The Princess Trust have just launched a new crafty thing with Fern Cotton. She's doing a thing at the moment all about, it's a month of crafting in March, and it's fundraising.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Now, I must just tell you, Nested Dies, they have gone limited. Yeah, limited stock now. So you get the tool as well, the board there. So all of that, 800 284 12.99 instead of 24.99, but they are limited stock. And we only talked about those about 20 minutes ago as well. So that could be a sellout very soon. Anything could be a sellout. We've had some sellouts and things are disappearing. Certainly by tomorrow there were more sellouts.
Yeah.
We've had 3, haven't we, tonight? Maybe 4? 3 or 4?
Yeah, the way it's going
Three tonight.
is crazy.
Yeah.
So what I've got here is we've got these are the flower stamens or stems.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just using a card blank. Yeah, really simple. But they've actually got they've actually got a sort of, they've got almost a self-adhesive. I'm not sure if they actually have to be. If you feel,
Yes.
it's almost like they're gummed.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
it's like it's an envelope, isn't it, before you lick it?
Yeah, it's got that sort of
Feel.
feel to it. But what I would do is glue them. I would actually glue them. So what I would actually suggest, see there where I did it, the best thing to do is to take the whole sheet, and I use this a lot, so use it into the box that you've prepared down there.
Which for us is the floor.
Yeah. A little bit of spray glue. It just pop them out. They're already die cut out. Make sure you don't do what I've just done and tear it. So sit there saying how easy they are and then get it wrong. But we've just got those. Let's pop them out.
How much? 20%. Yeah, springtime embellishments, that's the green collection there, isn't it? Yes, yeah. Over 1,000 pieces and 20% gone.
So all I'm going to do...
We only launched them at 25
Just
to
a
the
little
hour
bit.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone had seen them before that.
No.
So you've got your little individual leaves on. I'm just going to put together a little spray, and then you've got with them the pastel flowers.
Yes.
So this is the sort of thing I really love doing, is just playing with things. I mean, yesterday I should have been doing all sorts of prep and all sorts of plans, and I was actually sat there playing with all the little samples of bits that I'd brought back from Frankfurt. It's not what I was supposed to be doing.
No,
So I had to get
but
up
you
at
just
5
did.
this morning to do the things I was supposed to be doing. But these, all I'm going to do is, because they've already cut for you, everyone keeps saying about loving small flowers and wanting small flowers. So all I'm going to do is just, these are pre-cut for us. We could colour them, we could shade them, we could do anything we want to. But I'm just going to shape them on my moulding mat with my ball tool.
I don't know what it is about small flowers, but I absolutely love them. Elizabeth Craft Designs, they do
They do some beautiful...
a range with, what's the lady's name? Sir, begins with an S. Susan?
Oh, Susan's Garden.
Yes. I love her stuff.
Yeah, she's got some absolutely beautiful
Stunning.
things. I don't actually have any of hers. That's a
Oh, yeah.
hole in my stash. Now you've said that, I'm going to go into
Honestly,
shopping later.
I love what she does. I've done quite a few shows with her, and for a start I could just listen to her talking for a whole hour because she's got the most soothing voice.
So I'm just going to... But all I'm doing is just literally adding these on, and you'd spend a lot more time and care at home. But I would just keep adding
them on.
and building these up.
Yeah.
But it would be hours of fun doing it. 'Cause to me, I need
That's a really pretty little card already, isn't it?
But yeah, I'd put something in the centre and sort of put a lot more on. But I love the set of it, and I've used hardly anything from it.
Yeah.
So again, very simple. You just put a sentiment on.
Yeah. And that's perfect.
But yeah, you could really build something amazing up with it. And I think that's what you can do with that, with just the little bits of elements from it.
Yeah. Well, do you know, we've come to the end, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Just a quick reminder of your one-day special, of course, launched today at 6 o'clock. You get the whole lot. So you're getting all of your embossing folders and your wonderful dies to make sort of entire stories. Let's have a quick look at some samples, John, if we can. The flamingo look. That's a great example. You made a great point, actually, about the unicorn and things like that, John, that you probably wouldn't want to spend a fortune on a unicorn set because how many times would you use it? But when it comes within this price range, that's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I love the bee. I love the honeycomb, but I wouldn't buy them specifically to do one project. I wouldn't, you know, the collection makes so much sense for people.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Made so much sense for me. Because it answers all those gaps that I've got. Excuse me.
That's all right. Are you all right?
Yeah.
What time are you back tomorrow?
9 a.m.
There you go. I'll carry on speaking. Lovely. Well, look, your one-day special launch today at 6 o'clock. Of course, pricing ending on that collection tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But everything else, the price is ending when things sell out because they ain't coming back. So whatever you want, make sure you grab.